Okay, so we're just leaving Vernal in Utah and we're heading for Boulder in Wyoming. We've had 2 nights here. It's been quite a good stop. Glad to be moving on, as we often are. But Vernal was nicer than we expected. We saw Indian petroglyphs, and it's the land of the dinosaur fossils here. So quite an interesting little place, really. But happy to be moving on to Wyoming today. Straight up into the mountains, going up over frontier sandstone. This area contains cannonball-sized concretions. I'm not sure what that means. Wow, hard to believe there's water up here. That's Seneca Reserve. All the lakes here are actually just reservoirs. So it looks like a bit of a technical drive for Honey ahead. It's interesting that from the 1st of November to the end of March, that's 5 months, you've got to have your snow chains with you, ready for use on these roads by law. This place must be quite hellish in the winter. Never occurred to me because it's just so arid in the summer. So they really do go from one extreme of weather to the other. I guess that's how they fill their reservoirs. Very interesting sandstone formations over there on the left. Looks like a big pile of warm toffee. Toffee is called taffy here. Another strange thing. This area here, this little valley, is known as the Morrison Formation, and Stegosaurus lived here. Isn't that amazing? The Stump Formation, where giant marine mammals swam. That is amazing. To look at this today and think that giant marine mammals swam here. This is a formation here where they found bizarre sharks. Honey's very focused on these 10 switchbacks that we're having to go up. He's not paying any attention to the Jurassic information. Film this, we are overtaking. Yes, we are, on a hill. This mining is mining for phosphates. The coach is performing so well. Should be some good views up here. This is the site of ancient coastal sand dunes. That's interesting because we've climbed and climbed since we left Vernal, and we must be near the top. So I guess this was always dry land above sea level where the sand dunes were, and the rest of it was just a great big flooded valley full of aquatic dinosaurs, and in places land-dwelling dinosaurs. This is the Bishop conglomerate, which contains volcanic ash from Nevada. That's a long way away. These sticks on the side of the road are to help people see the road when it's all covered in snow. See, they're about 2.5 meters high. Must be very frightening up here in a blizzard on a winter's day, not being able to quite tell where the road goes. 8% gradient here. Yesterday, or not yesterday, the other day when we went down a great big hill, Honey just took us all the way down on engine brakes, which he's doing now. And a truck behind us got to the bottom of the hill and his brakes were on fire. He had passed us. Now this is called Round Valley limestone, and sea urchins and coral have been found here. Works on the summit road up here. We're at 8,400 feet, so we've climbed about 3,000 feet up here. Quite significant climb. Standing up on these hilltops millions of years ago, if man existed, he would have been looking down on a tropical ocean. Yeah. .9. We are good to go. Yeah. That's the dry side. That is a very big dam. Pretty technical drive. So many layers of sediment in those rocks. Must be a geologist's dream through here. We're going into Wyoming. This is the state line. Big open range up here with loose stock roaming. Whoever owns this must own a fair big chunk of land. Very windy up here. It's like being in the Highlands of Scotland. Having a bit of a leg stretch. These fences here are to stop snow drifting in the wintertime. This is a snow drift zone. Quite chilly up here, but the sun is out, and it's actually looking a bit cloudy out that way. This is known as the Flaming Gorge. First explored in 1860. Rocks are 1.1 billion years old. It's big sky country. It's such a massive landscape. Snow-capped mountains in the very distance. A couple of miles out from the RV park that we're staying in tonight. We've come down off of that high country a little way. It's a bit greener, pretty close to the mountains over there now.